Hello, welcome to this beautiful 25-minute gentle morning yoga flow. My name is Mitzi. Thank you for joining me here in Positano, Italy. Let's flow together. All you need is a mat. Let's begin on our mat, finding a comfortable seated position, making sure you're sat equally on both sit bones. Inhale, reaching your arms up overhead, palms together, gently gazing at your thumbs. And exhale, lowering your hands down towards your hips. Let's go again. Inhale, big stretch, reaching your arms up overhead, palms together. Exhaling, lowering your hands down by your side. Going to do a few more. Inhale, reaching your arms up over your head. And exhaling, lowering your hands down by your sides. And again, inhale, reaching your arm up, linking your breath to movement. Exhale, lowering your hands down by your side. Final time now. Inhale, big stretch, reaching nice and tall. Exhale, lowering your hands down. Planting through your right hand now, reaching your left hand up and over. Feeling a lovely stretch along the left side of your body. Try and keep your chest open. Exhale, lowering your hand down. Inhale, reaching up your right hand, planting through your left. Rolling your chest open as you gaze up. Feeling the opening in your front body. And then on your next exhale, lowering your hand down by your side. Let's go again. Reaching your left arm up and over, rolling open your chest. Exhale, lower and switch. Inhaling your right hand up and overhead. Big stretch, opening up through your chest. And exhale, release. Let's make our way onto all fours. And we're going to begin gently rocking forward and backwards, gently warming up your wrists. Lower belly is engaged. Slowly rocking forwards and backwards. And then maybe start to circle your shoulders over your wrists, going a few times one way and then changing direction and going the other way. Try not to lock your elbows out here. We're going to begin cat-cow. As you inhale, lower your belly, gaze lift, arching through the back, and then exhale, rounding through the back, crown and tailbone to the floor. And again, inhale, opening your chest into cow pose. Exhale, rounding through here. Continue this with your own breath. Inhale, lowering the belly, gaze is lifted. Exhale, rounding through your back, crown and tailbone to the floor. Keep going as you inhale and exhale, warming up your spine. Coming into neutral now, extend your right leg behind you and your left arm in front of you. Engaging your belly, gradually lift your leg and your arm, stretching out long, keeping a neutral neck, staying here or for a bit of a deeper chest opener, reaching for your foot and pulling here, keeping supported through your right hand and your left leg. Release, stretch out again. When you lower your leg, reach it back over to your left and then open it to your right. See if you can lift and lower, doing tiger tail here, reaching the toes, crossing behind you towards the right, and then opening out towards the left, keeping your lower belly engaged here as we're gently warming up your core. Now return back to tabletop and let's swap to the other side, extending your left leg and reaching your right arm forward, and gently float them off the mat, reaching out, stretching your toes and your fingers out, bending your left knee, reaching your right hand behind and grabbing your foot again like we did on the other side if this is available to you. This extra extension and heart opener, feeling it along the front of your body, and then gently release. Lower your hand back down to the mat, and then lowering your leg over to the right side of your body, and then opening the hip out to the left, moving your foot side to side from right to left in tiger tail. Remembering to hug in your lower belly, supporting your core and your back, reaching your leg out to one way, lifting up, and then out the other way, gently warming up your core and returning to neutral. We're going to shift our weight forward into plank, curling under your toes, coming up into plank, lower belly hugging in, supporting your spine. We're going to transition into side plank now, grounding through your right hand and reach your left hand up as you turn and open up into your side plank. Keep your hips and your belly lifted and reach your left arm up to the sky, gazing at your hand if you're able to. Continue to hug your waist up and in, keeping that hip lifted in your side plank. Breathing easily here. On your next exhale, lower down, transition over to the other side, grounding through your left hand, reaching up your left waist and hips, and then reaching your right arm up to the sky, gazing gently up at the up hand if you're able to. Breathing easily here, feeling your core switching on, and then lowering back into plank. We're going to do our first flow here, so lower your knees, lower your chin and your chest to the mat, inhaling up into your cobra. Heart is open, push back from here into your downward facing dog. As it's your first one, you may wish to pedal out your legs, sending your hips to the sky, chest towards your ankles. Have a good twist, stretching out your calves as you twist one way, bending one knee, and then twisting and bending the other knee, walking out your dog, waking up your calves and your Achilles in your first downward dog of the practice today. Take a moment here, and then on your next inhale, reaching your right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. As you exhale, draw your thigh into your chest and place your right foot at the front of your mat. Inhale up into your high crescent. Gentle chest and heart opener here, if you like. Gaze is lifted, fingers are energized. Exhale, draw your hands into your heart and put your weight into your right foot as we transition into our warrior three. Left foot is flexed, reaching your arms up if the balance allows. Inhaling and exhaling easily. Lowering your right hand to the mat, left hand to your hip. Open up into your half moon pose. This is challenging your balance here, reaching your right arm up to the sky, bending your supported knee if you need, not locking it out. Now lowering both hands to the mat, see if you can walk your hands towards your feet, and we're here in standing split. Inhaling and exhaling fully, transitioning back through to your warrior three, lowering your back left leg. Inhale, reaching back up into your high crescent. And from here, we're going to transition into our warrior two pose, keeping that right knee stacked over your right ankle. Drishti is at your front middle finger. As you exhale, lower your right hand down for humble warrior. You can have your right elbow resting on your knee or extend your hand down to the floor, gaze lifting at your left hand. As you inhale, reach up, exhale into your humble warrior. Inhale, reach, exhale, flowing back into your extended side angle. We're going to flow back up on your next inhale, reaching up into your humble warrior. Exhale, gaze lifted, chest open. From here, windmill your hands down, returning to plank. You can modify again with your knees down, or we can do a full chaturanga here. Exhale, lowering halfway down to the mat, inhaling into your upward facing dog or cobra. And then exhale, push your hips backwards and up into your downward facing dog. Inhaling and exhaling here, maybe stretching out and pedaling through your legs. Fingers are spread wide, pressing your whole hand into the mat here. On your next inhale, going to lift your left leg up into three-legged dog here. As you exhale, bend your knee, draw your thigh into your chest and step your left foot forward to the front of the mat. Inhale, coming up into your high crescent pose. Exhale, sinking through your hips, gentle heart opener here. Gaze is lifted. As you exhale, coming into warrior three, hands through to your heart as you push your weight into your left leg and hinging from your waist into your warrior three pose here. Having a softness in your supporting knee, engaging your glutes and your thighs. Inhaling and exhaling easily. Lowering your left hand, right hand to your right hip and start to open out your body into your half moon pose. If you're able to extend that right arm up to the sky, this is a really challenging pose on your balance. Returning both hands to the floor and walking your hands towards your supporting left leg, standing split. Really engaging your glutes and your thighs to get your right leg higher. Inhaling and exhaling easily. And then slowly transitioning back through to your warrior three pose, foot is flexed. Exhale, grounding through your right foot here. Lowering your right heel and opening up into your warrior two pose. Extending your arms out so that they're energetically flowing and floating in space. Gaze, drishti, is at your front middle finger. Heart is open, keeping that left knee open. As you extend and bend into your extended wide angle, left elbow on your knee or left hand to the floor, reaching your right hand up. Inhale, lift, and exhale, bending back into your humble warrior. Inhaling, reaching up, and then exhale, flowing back down to your extended side angle, keeping your chest open. Inhale, rise. Exhale to your humble warrior. And again, exhale, extended side angle. Gaze is lifted. Exhale, humble warrior. And then on your next exhale, floating your hands down to the mat, stepping through plank. And then we're going to chaturanga down. Inhale to your upward facing dog or cobra. And from here, lower yourself so your front belly is down. Reach your arms forward. And we're going to open our chest into our cobra and just flow here. Have your hands a bit wider. Ripple your head up and down, feeling an opening in your chest as you just float it up and down a few times. Heart opener here. From here, reaching for your feet, we're going to come into our full bow pose. So grabbing onto your left foot and then your right foot. Press your feet away from you. This will draw your chest up, gaze is lifted, belly button is hugging your spine, protecting your lower back. Inhaling and exhale, lower down. Release your feet from your hands and let's come back up into our upward facing dog before we exhale back into our downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths here, maybe pedaling out your legs or resting in stillness if you would prefer. Really moving in any way that you feel you need to right now on your downward facing dog. Focusing on your breath, lower belly is engaged. And then we're going to step both feet to the front of our mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold belly to thighs. Heel toe your feet open. And let's ragdoll here with our feet slightly wider. Softening your knees. Allowing your belly to come to your thighs in this gentle release. Slowly making your way up to a standing position. Let's step wide. Toes are off the mat. Inhale, reaching your arms up. Exhale, we're going to sink into our Malasana, our garland pose. Opening up your hips, opening up your chest. Inhaling and exhaling fully in this hip opener. Maybe gently rocking side to side a few times. It's okay if your heels aren't fully on the mat. From here, we're going to find a comfortable seated position with our legs stretched out forwards. Have a softness in your knees as you forward fold, whether you're reaching for your thighs, your calves, or your toes. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling. And with every exhale, see if you can sink a bit more into this fold. Keeping length within your spine. Bending your knees to keep your spine more long if you're quite short in your hamstrings. Inhaling and exhaling fully here. A few more breaths. And then inhale, heart open, lifting up, exhale, release. We're going to come into our boat pose now. Sitting up nice and tall, toes out in front. Maybe just lifting your toes if your balance allows, core is engaged, lift your hands. Maybe lengthen one leg and then the other leg into full boat pose. Inhale and exhale. One more. And slowly as you exhale, lower down to the mat in your low boat. Keeping your core engaged the whole way. Staying in your low boat for one breath. And then exhale, release. Draw your knees into your chest now, giving yourself a lovely squeeze, maybe rocking side to side. or circling your knees, opening them away from each other, and then changing direction, circling your hips and knees the other way, drawing them in and out. Keeping connected with your breath as you move before gently lowering your feet to the mat and lying down into our final relaxation pose, our corpse pose. We're going to be here for a couple of minutes, so make sure you're comfortable. Promise yourself you're going to be still for this. Corpse pose, Savasana, is a chance for our body to relax and restore and receive all the benefits from the practice, the asanas that we've just been doing. Slowing down your breath as you notice your inhales and exhales. Just take a moment to be present here. I'm going to leave you thinking about your inhales and exhales for just over a minute, and I will bring you back. Start to take a few deeper, more energizing breaths, maybe wiggling your fingers and your toes, reaching your arms overhead, stretch long on your mat. As you exhale, hug your knees into your chest, maybe give yourself a rock and a nice hug. Slowly, keeping your eyes closed, make your way over to your right side. Pause here for a moment before slowly making your way up into a comfortable seated position. Keeping your eyes closed here if you're able to, or feel free to open them and watch the sunrise over the mountains. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, draw your palms into your heart center. One more breath here, reaching up, hands overhead, palms together. Exhale, drawing your hands to your heart. Thanking yourself for being here, moving your body, and staying connected to your breath. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. As always, take care.